geez, today is Terrible Art Tuesday, which means I teach myself how to draw. Now, I've always drawn a little bit, but never enough to have that muscle memory or develop a style or anything. And I have friends in the industry who tell me that I need to put in seat time, because when you buy something from an artist, when you commission something, you're not paying for the time it takes them to do that specific thing. You have to pay for the time that it took them to practice to get to that, to be able to do that piece for you. So I have a lot of respect for graphic artists. I will not call myself one. I am going to teach myself how to draw. And look, I even got a book. Ta-da! I know there was a little dead air there. What's a little dead air between friends, right? Okay, so here's the crazy thing. It's Terrible Art Tuesday, episode 2 on Tuesday, obviously, because it's in the name, 2/22/22. It's all twos, so I think we're going to do a two-headed something or other. I don't know. There's some terrible art. So just to show that I haven't just been sitting on my butt since you saw me last. If you recall, last week there was some art done. It was not good. It looked like this. There is Terribilis, the terrible tortoise. Let's see if I can clean that camera up a little bit. That is, my 270. Go into properties and configure video. See if we can clean that up a little bit. Yeah, sound alerts is off. I know, you know why? Because I don't care. I don't care about sound alerts. What's going on here? Default resolution, FPS, video format, color space, range. Excellent. Okay, yeah. Whatever. I'll just do that. My daughter is in the space today drawing with me because Wisconsin is closed due to ice. Inclement weather, they say. Inclement weather. All right, let's find out. Okay, so this was last week. You weren't here, kiddo. This is what I drew last week. Terribilis the tortoise and this horrible teapot. So that's what I had going on last week on the show. Now, I've done some art since then, because you can't just do 2 hours of art every week and think you're going to get good at it ever. It would be like 50 years and I'd be dead. So I did more art. This is absolutely terrible. I hate all of this except for this one leg. I like the way this one leg came out. Don't mind that. It's just okay, but I like this dragon. This dragon came out and that looks pretty cool. I'm not too here. We'll hide that. I'm tired of looking at it. The dragon turned out pretty cool, and I took that from a picture in a book. Now I've got a whole big pile of books, and I don't remember what book it was in. I think it was this one, which is called The Fantasy Art Bible by, I don't know who. Fantasy Art Bible, edited by Jackie Strachan and Jane Mosley. Okay, so probably murdered their names, much like I murder a bunch of art I do. So I'm pretty sure it was in here somewhere. Let's see here. Flip through here real quick. I read through this. Well, I kind of skimmed it, but it gave me a bunch of information about like pencils and erasers and stuff like that, and that was nice because I bought myself a set of pencils and some sketch paper. Oh, there it is. There's the dragon. All right, so you can see the original dragon, and then I hand drew this dragon here for practice because I want to get better at art. And my daughter can tell you the only way to get better at something is
practice.
A little louder. How?
Practice.
See, she knows, practice. And that's what this show is all about, is taking myself as a terrible artist and making myself into maybe a mediocre artist. So I did that, and I was pretty pleased with how that came out. Now, I also did some other stuff, like this weird skull with a really long tongue here. I was just screwing around, doing some practice sketches. Now, I needed a ziggurat, so I made an isometric ziggurat. Did I cheat? Yeah, I probably cheated a little bit because I first drew it on this isometric paper that I printed off. And then I slipped this underneath here, and then I drew, well, maybe that's not the one I drew by that. Let's see. Nope, that is not. I hand drew that one. And then I realized I didn't like it. It wasn't even enough. And so what I did was I drew this one. And this is the one that I used the isometric paper on. And then I slipped it underneath my sketch pad so I could get a grip on where everything should be. And I think this ziggurat turned out really well. Why am I drawing ziggurats? Well, if you knew the stuff that I published, you'd know why. So there's a ziggurat. Okay, one of the other pages of practice art I did this week in between shows, I got a lot of stuff on this desk. I'm gonna have to figure this out for this show, is just some silly stuff. Just some, I'm working on this like magic door, and I go back to it every once in a while. I have these like miniature dungeon tiles and stuff, so I was playing around with texture off of them, just like doing like a rubbing on that one, and it was cool. It's a little too busy, I don't know, so it's like I'm learning art from scratch. And then let's see, there's this see if we can get a picture of the crazy old wizard here. I just move the camera, that might be easier. Crazy old wizard, which I'm not terribly, it says work on hands and faces. So I got an anatomy book for, oops, that's probably just too close. There we go. So I got an anatomy book for artists. Okay, so I did this little wizard. That was based off of, I think it was a wizard in the same book that I'd been looking at, where I saw something that I thought was kind of cool, and I was like, oh, I could try that and see how it works. Again, I don't dig his head. I like most of the other stuff about it, except for his hand in his head. All right, and then I've been reading a lot of Star Wars, so I tried like a real quick spaceship here. Now, since that was a couple days ago. Oh, there's my TTRPG pickup con stickers. I have another project in the works that I needed to do some art on. So what I did was I made a big concept drawing here. But I can't show you what it's for. It's a top secret project still. There's also some art here. Can't have too good of a look at that. So, I've been practicing. I'm also old school mapping out something right now as well. It's upside down. There we go. You can see some of this map. And then what I'll do is I'll probably take this and I'll put it into a digital format and I'll use it. Now I have a drawing tablet that I have just started to use, and it's okay. It's not terrible. But I'm not skilled enough to use it properly yet, so I'm not. So what I'm going to do here today, after I get the camera adjusted back to where it's supposed to be. Oh, that's close. How about right there? Perfect, cool. All right, so today's date is 2/22/22, and it's Tuesday, because you're watching Terrible Art Tuesdays here on All the RPGs. And I figured since it's 2/22/22, we would draw some two-headed something or others. I don't know what. Oh, my daughter's already got a two-headed, is that a bear? Two-headed bear monster? Well, that's cool. All right, so I got this big Castle Arts premium quality drawing set, because I figured I should have the proper tools if I'm going to do this thing. You need the proper tools to do the job properly. So I got an eraser, and I've been drawing a lot with the harder pencils because I kind of like the finer lines. So I'm going to use a 4H today, and then maybe we'll do some shading with something else later. I don't know, we'll see. But it's got 2H through 5H, and then There's a B through 6B. There's a wait a minute. There's an HB. There's a BB. Or an 8B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, and I found out that B means black and H means hard, and the bigger number B means the darker the line's going to be, and the larger number H means the harder it's going to be. Whoa, can I show this to everybody? All right, Leanna wants me to show you her art from 2/2/2/2/2/2/2 Tuesday. We've got a, you're going to tell us what this is? What's this first one with the two heads here? What's this one? Is it like a Cyclops bear thing? Cool. So we got a Cyclops bear. Fast Robot says scary monster. And then here, now this snake is weird. How does it poop? It's got two heads. That's weird. It's a two-headed snake. Tell me what this one is, because I'm not quite sure. What's that one? Me neither. That's the great thing about art is you don't really have to know, do you? You just draw and then it's there. But does that one have two heads?
No, that one has 2 sets of teeth.
Whoa, 2 sets of teeth. So many teeth. 2 sets of teeth, a two-headed snake, and a two-headed cyclopean bear. I like the cyclopean bear idea. Because then it only has 2 eyes, and it's all about 2 Tuesday today. 2/22, episode 2 on 2/22/22. Dun dun dun. It's a palindrome day. All week, as a matter of fact. You know, if you forget like the 0 in front of the 2 for February and the 20 in 2022, then you can get it to a palindromic day here every week. Ooh. All right, so Terrible Art Tuesday, 2 hours of Terrible Art Tuesday, 2 hours of terrible art. So, I've been doing a lot of work. Fast Robot, I don't know if you saw the stuff that I've been working on this week, but I didn't just decide I'm going to do 2 hours every week on stream, and that's it. I did a whole bunch of other art in the off stream, like this ziggurat, which I modeled on this isometric paper. And this, nope. And this like robot head, and this magic door. Here's a magic door. There's like a Star Wars spaceship. There's a little wizard. I hate his face and his hand. This was another day of just sketching. I hate all of this, but I like this one leg. This one leg turned out really good, I thought. Really good. Everything else. Oh, and this dragon turned out really well. And then I was just testing crosshatch patterns and learning about perspective. So I got 2 hours a day in every day this past week. 2 hours. That's the goal, is 2 hours every day. And then on Terrible Art Tuesdays, we stream 2 hours of terrible art. Okay, so two-headed creatures. I'm gonna look in my huge stack of library books over here and see if I have something that I can work on two-headed stuff. Architecture, anatomy, people, how to draw wizards. Whoa. What's this one? Fantasy art. Alright, I was working off of that one last. Dragons and fantasy and anatomy. Okay, so I went to the library. I got a ton of books. I have like 12 books out from the library right now. I love the library. It's always a great resource because if I don't like the book, oh look, this one's got a two-headed thing right on the cover. If I don't like the book, I don't want to have paid for it. That's why the library is so handy. Let's see if we have Fantasy Beasts, page 26. Maybe we can find a two-headed creature we can think about doing. 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh yeah, that's where the turtle came from. Terribilis. I put Terribilis on a turtle at Redbubble and I just never finished setting it up. I figure that's going to be the show's mascot, is Terribilis the tortoise. Oh, that would make a cool two-headed creature right there. Scary eyes. Whoa, scary face. Oh, aha. Two-headed. That looks like a two-headed demon right here. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do this right here. All right, so this is going to be my reference image today. I'm going to see if we can get a two-headed fantasy bird of some sort. All right, I might even So he says, first I roughly sketched in the outlines of this bird in HB pencil. Note the construction lines for the outspread wings. Yeah, so he's got like some straight wings. I think I'm okay with. I'm not fantastic. I'm not fantastic at any of this. Otherwise, I wouldn't call it terrible Art Tuesday. All right, let's see here. It's like a big kind of rectangle thing. So it's like two heads. Yep, we're gonna do two heads. We're gonna do this one, and then I'm gonna mirror it, I think, over here. But first, I got to get one head done. All right, so it's gonna be like there's like the necklines like curve a little bit here, this way, and then the kind of head size stuff gonna come up here. Oh, it might be a really big head at the rate I'm going here. Maybe like this way and this way. Okay, that's gonna be the one. Okay, that's one, and then this other head has to come off at this angle, about the same width. Ooh, that's a little wider. Something like that, I think. That might be a little too wide. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, and then I gotta mirror this. Okay, so this is gonna go this way, and then it's gonna come down here. And this one has like a... Now, I guess the heads don't really have to match up, but they should. I want them to be as close as possible. All right, that's a good start. See if that looks a little better on Twitch. Yeah, on Twitch. Yeah, no, no. The camera keeps adjusting it. So I'm gonna go back to the original lighting. I have to look at the camera setting and see if I can turn it off. All right, so it's gonna be like that, and then the body's gonna. There's gonna be like a. The body is like back here, like that. The body should be much smaller than the heads because it's farther in the back. Further away, it's further away. His goes really. Oh man, this camera's killing me. Camera, stay where I put you. Okay, terrible Art Tuesday. Do 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 do. The desk is very, very crowded today. There's stuff all over the place here. Get out and get a lot of music in this earphone here. Okay. All right. So I started fleshing out the body a little bit. And now I'm going to start working on the head here. Okay, so there's like a curve right here, and then it just kind of trails down this line like here. This bottom one is basically just its jaw, and then it gets like a little craggy thing here, like just a skull kind of feature there. All right, and then it comes, it's almost a straight line, so I can just draw like that, and it doesn't have to be perfect because it's his jaw right here. All right, and then it comes back around. And then like there's an outer line of teeth, and then there's that, or a forward line of teeth and a backward line of teeth. So it's gonna be like somewhere around here, something like this, and then there's gonna be another one kind of in front here, like this. And then the jaw is gonna go up here. this. And then it kind of flattens out to a nose here. Doesn't really matter what it looks like, I guess, to me. You can bend down a little bit, and then there's two circles there on that nose. Okay. It's got that. There's an eye kind of right here. Right back here. Right there. And then there's like another peak right here. There's like an eyebrow sort of thing. Oh, it's probably the other eye that we can't really see. Kind of over on the other side there. Okay. And then there's just like something like that. A little more of that. Now I'm going to work on this other head right away. Yeah, I'm not terribly angry about this how this turned out. Okay, so then we'll do the same thing that we did here over here. There'll be another jawline. Again, it doesn't have to be smooth because it's the jaw, and then it hooks back up. And the same thing here. There's a little bit of a there's like a goes like this, and it comes back here. Right. The goal is to make them look similar, I guess. Peek there. Okay, now right about here, kind of like down, right, and then it goes back around. Because there's this kind of backward. It comes up here. And then like that. And right about here, like there would be some dark space inside the mouth here, but then you'll see the teeth line up. Okay, like that. There's an eye going to be up here again. And then some more neck bands. Alright, Two-Headed Tuesday is on its way. Oh, yeah, and then this gets like a little thing like that. So now I gotta find my eraser. Here it is. I can erase some of those, a little bit of those guidelines I made. Like there, and there. Yeah, that's what it turned out alright. Like this, and then, oh, this closes up, I see. It's got like a, same thing here. This one looks to be a little closer. And then he's got like the movement line down the center here. This one is a little smaller, I noticed. This one here than that one. So maybe that one's pushing away. Now this is all going to be dark inside here. What I should do is a blacker pencil. Let's see here. This one here, because this is going to all get filled in right here. So I don't need a harder pencil, I need a darker pencil. What I need is my reading glasses. Right next to the headphones there on the table. Thank you. Now I can get up close and look inside here. Oh, this is so this is going to be like dark, because this is inside its mouth here. Do you need something? Did you finish another two-headed creature, child? No? Now you're working on one-headed creatures? What was that last thing you showed me? Was that a red panda?
Yeah, the red panda on there.
The red panda. Oh, on the, is that a red panda on the sketchbook?
Yes.
Okay. She drew the red panda on the sketchbook. She very smartly used the sketchbook cover as a reference image, and then drew the red panda on it. All right. I really kind of like this mouth. I think this first head turned out a little better than the other one. It looks a little more natural, I guess. Okay, so that's going to be the area that's we should have some teeth here. So this is all going to be colored in dark as well, because that's inside his mouth. If you're just joining us, welcome to Terrible Art Tuesday, where I make terrible art and I hope within a year to be mediocre. My daughter is in the background today. She's not on camera because it's an ice day here in Wisconsin, which means the state closed. The state almost never closes because of ice or anything, but I think it was the timing of all the roads being covered in ice that they said for everybody's safety, they closed. As a matter of fact, most business in Wisconsin is closed today, as a matter of fact, which is also fairly uncommon. I screwed that up there. What I should do is, there should be like this, and then like that. Show that the mouth is closed, or that they go around the head here. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's starting to turn out for Two Head Tuesday. Now he's got some nostrils. Do I want them this way or this way? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase those circles I drew in there. And I'm going to draw ovals like this. Like that. I think that looks a little cooler. Alright. There's going to be some crookedness to his jaw here. It goes up here, and then there's like a little head spot. Alright, I'm going to get rid of this guideline. And let's get rid of the guideline right there. Alright. Doesn't look too bad. Much better than I thought it was going to. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, I could probably do something like that. I don't like how even this is, so I'm going to rough it up a little. Oh, I see. This is like his, I get it. This is his other eye ridge. So on this one here, what I'm going to do is back that up a little bit. Because remember, this one came out a little smaller than that one. So like, it's got like this point here. So there should be like a point here and then down on the bottom. And then there should be a point right there, and that's the eye ridge from the other one. This is a little too smooth. A little too smooth, so I'm going to rough it up to make it look like this one. So it goes like this, and then it's got like a hard turn. Hard turn, and then I'm going to rough it up like that. There we go. Give it a little texture up there. Do the same thing with the nose, where it's like oblongs. And then it's got to be like shadowed to show that it's like looking inside. inside. Ew, we're looking inside his nose. Gross. Right, kiddo? Don't ever want to look inside anyone's nose. I'm not a nose doctor.
How would you even look inside anybody's?
It's because of the... you'd shine a light in there, like the doctor does. Shines a light in there. Man, I really made a mess in this here. Okay, I probably should have done that shading later. Well, I'm pretty pleased with how these heads have turned out so far here on Terrible Art Tuesday. All right, let's see if we can get some neck extension now. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the necks here. And he has these lines that kind of curl around. Let's see if I can mimic that. Things like that. And a little more. I think they get closer together on the bottom. Oops. Get closer together on the bottom. Tilt the paper here a little bit. Too much. Too much. These are terrible. I don't know how this turned out. Like this. Well, you know, it is Terrible Art Tuesday. Gotta figure out the techniques that I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's not too bad. Just leave it for now. I'm curious what's going to happen here. Is there going to be like one big band? I don't know. Alright, now I'm going to do this other one here. See if I can move this guidelines a little bit. Into it too much. Alright, now it's like I think it looks straight I think I'll do some shading on this and it'll give me more of a texture. I see. Okay. 2 heads for Tuesday. We're gonna call him Turodactyl. Turodactyl. Sorry, I didn't mean to drink tea in your ear, everybody. Okay, so all right, so there, and now we got the bodies. I don't like the necks, but if I do a little bit of like shading down here, I think I can show that this is like underneath. And I can maybe just give like a little bit of shading here. Show that the jaw kind of curves under. I suppose I could always put it into a digital program later and touch up some of the lines and some of the mess I made. Okay, and now I want to have like a line or something down the middle of this. Like there should be like a shade line here between his eyes. He's got like a eye ridge there. nostril in here a little bit. And just like a faint line that goes down the middle. Shows you kind of like a bisection or something there a little bit. I think. There we go. Alright. Then I'm going to do the same stuff for this guy here. He should have more of a pronounced thing there. A little shade line. And then the perspective on this one turned out a little bit different than that other one. And then some shadow texture right here. Sure that kind of wraps under. And just did a whole bunch of smear. Problem with being left-handed sometimes. It was always a problem when I was a kid in school. That I would smear my writing. I want you to draw like this. I want you to, that's not how it works. So I just keep my hand out of the way. I just learned to grip the pencil a lot further away than I normally would. There. What do you got? Is that another two-headed cyclopean bear? Whoa. Okay, what's going on here? 2 sets of teeth. It's everything's Tuesday. Pterahydra. Yeah. 2 sets of teeth, 2 throats. I'd hope so. Also 2 sets of teeth. 2 hearts, 2 arms, 2 lungs, 2 legs, 2 feet. Oh, and 2 eyes. Right? 1 eye in each head. That's the 2 stomachs? You got 2 stomachs in there? He would have to eat a lot to get full then, huh? Alright. Welcome, Ansel. It's Tuesday. And so we're doing a two-headed thing. 2/22/22. Terrible Art Tuesday here. Slide this back up here. So you can see the reference image that I'm working off of right here in the book called Fantasy Art from Colin's Learn to Draw series by Mike Jeffries. So I used this as the reference, and then this is what I've come up with as a two-headed creature for the Pterahydra. The other one was my daughter's work, yeah, with the cyclopean two-headed bear creature. That was my daughter's, yeah. Since Wisconsin is closed due to inclement weather, she doesn't have school today, so she's bopping around here doing art on 2/22/22 Terrible Art Tuesday number 2. It is episode 2 of the show. I didn't even plan that. I just started last week. Okay, so two-headed thing, and then it's got its body. See, now he has scales that go down, but mine can't do that. So I think what it's going to have is like I think it's just going to have dragon scales like this not stippling, but this like little circle kind of scale thing that I did on the tortoise last week too. Where'd I put that picture? I can use that as my reference. All right, I can't find it, but I know it's in here. Well, look, that's the table of contents creature. This guy's really good. I like some of this stuff. I wish he'd come do some art for us, 2OG. Then I wouldn't have to do Terrible Art Tuesdays every week. Ah, this stuff. I'm going to do this here. I want it to look kind of like dragon scales. See? They look like dragon scales. He adapted that to that. Look at that. Yeah, it's not even a foot of snow. It was like a 1/4 inch of ice glaze on everything, and that's what closed Wisconsin. Over 250 school closures, all of Milwaukee public schools. I think the state's getting soft. Oh, see, so he takes those lines later and gives it a little ridge. Oh, I see. I could do that too because I kind of built it into this one here. So there's like a little ridge that's going to go like right there. And I like that because this will show like where the spine, where the necks are, right? And then they've got to come together over here somewhere. And then there would be like the rib cage and stuff. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do that later. Oh, see, he did a bunch of shading later too. Okay, so, yeah, we're in this stage here. And then, let's do these legs. I'm going to do these legs like, from behind. They got to come off the body. Yeah, I mean, I went out and I salted, and that was that. that's all there was to it. I feel like there's gonna like a little transition zone here, and then the body itself is gonna be off this way. Because then this leg is gonna come off of here, like. It's like right here. It comes out and then goes down like that. And then it's got its three claws here and here. And then just like have something else to show me there, kid. Is that why you're all hippy hoppy? Layara? You have something to show me? Is that what's going on back there? Yeah? Just say yeah. I can't look up when I'm drawing. She's smiling. I don't know what this is gonna be. I still don't know what it is. What is it?
It's a creature that has its head at the bottom of its body, and
Down here.
it has controls that it uses with its mouth and it has wings so it can make, without stepping on itself, it can fly instead of walk.
So these are the wings up here. Do the two heads come together, or do they just stay where they are?
They stay where they are.
And then, what is this? Its mouth?
No, that's how they control it.
They control the mouth? Is the mouth underneath it?
How they control their wings.
Oh, I see. I see. Very cool. Another two-headed creation. Terrible two-headed turkey, says Ansel. She didn't like that. Yeah, we used to get a lot more snow. Ooh, cinder instead of salt. I can't see that working extremely well. Yeah, I just went out and salted the sidewalk so that, you know, like the mailman who probably doesn't get the day off doesn't bust his butt coming to deliver us something today. And then we called it a day and tried to go back to sleep. But then I was already awake, and, you know, that just doesn't work. What am I going to do here? Is it going to be like a... I think I want to go with the texture of the... Oh, this could be the ridges meeting. And then the ridge could go like all the way down its back here. Like down here, it's turning. Okay, that's the right pencil. Like down here. So the ridge. Okay. Because he just has this ridge and this shading done. This shading was much higher than mine did. It's Terrible Art Tuesday, Ansel. Everything is terrible. It's part of the show. Does it walk on its head? Your two-headed flying creature? Is that what's going on over there? So does it walk on its head? No?
It uses its wings instead of walking on its head.
Oh, I see. So the head's on the bottom, but it flies.
Yeah.
Ah, I got it now. Okay. All right. I like the way this leg turned out. I'm gonna keep it. Well, hopefully this other leg will turn out equally well. It's got to be like right here, I guess. It should be a little bigger. It's closer, I guess, perspective-wise. And then, let's see, let's get this from here. Yeah, not as good as the first one. Not as good as the first one. What happened with the heads too? This is the first one I made, this is the second one I made. Better than that one. First one, second one, better than that one. Okay. Well. It doesn't need to land to eat you. That's right. It just lands on your head, and its head is on, and it just chews your head off. Right? Your creature. Your two-headed creature. Okay, now there's going to be some wings. They come out here. They're going to go like out here. And then like that. And then kind of the same thing. It's got to come out from the side of the body. Okay, so it's going like this. Same thing here. It's going to look like that. And then it's going to do the same thing. Oops, book's in the way. Still advertising for Duel of the Orange, which we released last week. And I played at TTRPG Pickup Con. Ansel, you weren't here earlier, you missed when the stickers made an appearance. Because they were underneath the sketchbook. And then there's a big one up on the computer. Can't read it on the stream. Okay. Let's see here. Oh man, he's got all kinds of interesting stuff going on with these wings. I'll have to figure out how that's going to work here. So, I think it kind of comes out like this first. And then he's got like a kind of triangle piece here. Like that. And the same thing over here. He's got like this triangle. And this one is like the leading edge of it. That. Right, and then first thing is going to come off here. It's going to sweep back. And he's got like a small one here. And then this comes off this way here. Let's do that. Something like that. See, it's going to be all wing. Alright, now I have to match that wing on the other side. Oh, I forgot the con. Con.com. And don't forget Ansel stream stuff too. Last play Commander Keen in Invasion of the Vorticons. Is that a RPG? That's a really long name. Commander Keen in Invasion of the Vorticons marooned on Mars. Alright. How am I going to get to this other wing? Oh. By super old, you mean what? Like the 90s? Oh. So yes, the 90s. I'll see your super old video game and raise you Pong. Alright, so this is the wing's gonna come out here. And then so I put a peak. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Peels off of this one a little bit. It almost looks better on stream than it does up close, because you can't see all the inaccuracies and all the stuff that I accidentally did. I can't eat, kiddo. I'm on stream. Thank you. You go ahead and eat. Did you drop something? No, that's fine. That's not a shabby pair of wings. It actually makes me think I don't like this wing now. So I'm going to fix this edge right here. I'm going to curve it in a little more. Ooh, I like that better. I like that a little better. Do I? I don't know. Kind of. $19.90. Nailed it. Yeah, I like this one a little better than I like this wing. I think this one's a little too fat, but again, this side is kind of closer to the viewer, I guess. That's how it's shaping up to be anyway. I don't know. Maybe I'll put like a smaller person back here, right? Like, oh, don't eat me. And then there'll be like a bigger person up here like, no, run away. Can't see the drawing I made. There's a little person here running away, like, ah, and he's bigger than this one back here, like, no, running in the opposite direction. No, run away, run away. Okay, and then that gives you like, and then like the shadow would be like up right here. Like, this would be a bigger shadow. And this would be a smaller shadow for some perspective. All right, not bad for an hour of terrible art. I'm getting to the part where I don't really know what to do, which is the body. Can I just hide it back there? Like, well, my wings kind of come out. I think I'm gonna have to show the body. So like, I think the body's gonna be like, I think it's gonna tail off, trail off to a tail. that. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how this goes. Maybe this ridge goes all the way down his tail too. Got kind of a fat, he's got a wide load going on here. Wide load. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's the wrong perspective for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think it's that hard turn that this ridge took. I think it's got to be more like this. And then it looks like he's turned more towards turned this way, because now there's like more on this side than there's on that side. And maybe let's just try to go wire down. No, it's some type of barbed thing. I understand, like I could have like the other leg come out back there, and then you don't see it because of the wing. What does his look like? Oh, he's just got like what would the musculature look like on that, I guess? That's a good question. What is this line right here? Let's see this big fat belly. He's still hungry, he didn't eat yet. Right there. It looks a little sleeker. Sleeker. All right. Now, I don't know how to do any of this. Well, I do. I see what he did. Like he did like a dark ridge like here. Did it show like it's raised? This is one of those, the texture, I think, draws the eye so that you see this as kind of a raised edge, right? Just wrap it around there. Right, now if I take that line out of there, yeah, I'm okay with that. I think I went a little too high up here, because there's going to be like I'm do the same thing all the way along the front of it like he did here. If you can see, he's got like a clean line right there. So what I'm going to do is, he's got some tattered bits off the back of the wing too. so there's got to be like one more long bone. So I think what I'm going to do is this. Just do like a scribble kind of shading. And then I think I can just color this in. Shade this in. Yeah, that's not too terrible, huh? Maybe a less fine line right here. Maybe darken this a little bit. You could probably use another pen silver there to kind of smooth out that edge, that shadowed edge. And do the same thing right here. Now this side, it can be like equally dark, I guess. Learning from the last side, and then there's going to be like a thing going on right across here. So there should be like this one here. Okay, so that's going to be good. I'm going to put another one right here, but not as pronounced. Smaller maybe. How come everything has 5 fingers on our planet? How did 5 become the dominant number of things that have digits? Such a strange number. How could it be 3 and 1? Here. Okay, so I'm darkening this line, and then sort of hit inside there again with this softer pencil. Impression that it's kind of taut between these two. Yeah, it's coming together. How you doing there, kiddo? You got something else you're working on now? After you have a mini snack break? I was gonna go to the gym today, but then I couldn't because she wasn't at school. But then I was awake and it was 6:15 and I ended up just staying up. I couldn't go back to sleep, and then like 11 o'clock, of course, I'm like, oh, I'm tired, I need a nap. And that's when I'm supposed to start getting ready for this. We were a couple minutes late getting started today. I think I'm okay with that. I don't hate that wing. What do you think about this wing? Looks good? Cool. I'm going to give him a little claw right here. Look, I subconsciously gave him 1, 2, 3, 4 peaks, and now I'm going to give him a claw. That would be his 5th finger. Subconsciously gave him the 5-finger thing that I was just asking about. I'm gonna just take this nub off right here, this right there, and then put like a little jagged kind of spur there, and then like a sharp kind of hooking claw there. And then same thing, just a little bit of under shadowing. Huh. I was thinking I might scale the body like I did the tortoise last week. So like probably starting somewhere around here. I'm not so sure I dig this the way that this neck came out yet. His neck, he does a lot of work of shading it, so I suppose I could shade out some of those lines and make it look a little better. This neck is really straight. This one's got a little curve to it. So I think it's going to have scales all the way up to like somewhere around here. And this is like ligature or something. This is like where the bones go out to the wings. Yeah, I don't hate that wing. It's not great. It's definitely not going to be in any fantasy art book anytime soon. I might put it on a t-shirt though. Got to pay for all this art supply stuff that I bought, like these 2 sketchbooks and all these pencils. All right, time to do this other wing. It's going to be a little more problematic. Maybe not. Yes.
I was trying to make a frame out of paper and I couldn't get it like.
Do you want me to cut that for you? I got some scissors right here. Do you want me to cut it for you?
And so I could get it really on, and I used the hole puncher.
That's very smart. She used the hole puncher to get her interior portion. Do you want these bigger pieces here, or do you want it to go like that? Just like it is? Like it's drawn? Mm-hmm. Okay. She used a hole puncher so she could get her scissors into the square, the interior square here. Yeah, I landed on Redbubble for some reason because I was buying stickers, and Redbubble was like, "Are you a creator? Do you want to monetize something?" And I was like, "Yes." So, Terribleist the Tortoise stickers and magnets, and maybe t-shirts coming soon. Maybe I'll just make one t-shirt and put all of the Terrible art on it for like the month of February. Ansel said that was very clever to use the hole puncher to get the square started. Good job. Sometimes she's smarter than us. Not often. I can't let it go to her head because then she'll think she knows everything again. Here's your interior square, and here's the frame for my dragon. Oh, that's your frame? All right, there you go. All right, let's get this second wing done here. Okay, trying to figure out where I want to start because I'm gonna have to work this way. What if I work this way? Oh, if I work this way, I won't. Okay. It's gonna go to here, and then it's gonna have another claw. Big claw is gonna hook in. A little more of a hook. Screw that all up. Terrible Art Tuesday continues as Chris frustrates himself with his own ineptitude. Let's get a little spur back here. Okay, now I can start. So this, it's just got like this little thing here, so it's just like a here. Good to see you, Ansel. Thanks for stopping by. Gonna banner sticker that says success is up to you. Draw badly till you don't. That's going to be my motto. Draw badly till you don't. But practice every day. Neil Gaiman said, when you're going to write. Don't edit, or you'll never finish anything. So I'm not going to edit any of these. I'm just going to draw them, and if they look okay, they look okay, and if not, they're still going to show up on a sticker or a t-shirt or something. I have to move the sketchbook, and it's so far away. Put that on a t-shirt? Well, I didn't say that, though. I'll put on a t-shirt something like, if you don't practice any day, you're never going to get any better. Right, kiddo? See, she knows. I tell her that all the time, don't I? How did you get better at soccer? How did you get better at singing? How did you get better at spreading peanut butter on toast? I mean, you did better today. What did I do? I showed you the right way to do it, and then you practiced, right?
I'm pretty sure I know how to make toast.
Alright, well, if you don't electrocute yourself while making toast, I consider that success, so this is great parenting 101 right here. Okay, so this one's got to be a little bigger because this is closer again to the viewer. I'm not going to ruin it with some people because my people are terrible. People is the thing I have to practice at to get better, right? This is a very clever trick. This draw along the contour, so it kind of shows, it leads the eye to believe that this edge, it's following this edge. What can I do for you, kid?
Do you have any brown paper?
I have tons of paper for you, because remember I bought you a pack of 500 pieces of construction paper. You can see it right there. How about this pack right here? Ooh. Pretty sure there's a brown piece right there. There you go.
Thank
You
you.
got a whole slew. You probably have a folder or something to put that in, hey? Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to go get some tea here. I'm gonna have to take a break. The surprising thing is I did all this in an hour and 15 minutes. Let me see, 1:13, but I had like a 5-minute dead zone in the beginning. So, an hour and 10 minutes to get this done? I don't know. I kind of like art. I'm just not good at it. That's why I started this stream. I could almost back that. No, I gotta leave it there. It's gotta be even with that one. Alright, moving on. I'm gonna turn this a little so it's easier for me. Otherwise my hand is all like misshapen. What pencil am I using? This one. Oh, I was like, where'd the music go? Where'd the music go? You can all hear it. I just need something in the background to, you know, work music, so I don't sound like I'm at home by myself all the time. Oh, it's much louder. Way better. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Go straight down this line, this guideline, just like that. Do this one right away. Right there. I think I'm going right up to that line. I think I need this to get a Yeah, I think I used this song for Starcrawl when we were playing Starcrawl regularly. Missed that game. That was a good game. It was fun to run. All kinds of crazy stuff going on. This swing is definitely way better than this one so far, I think. But I'm not gonna edit it, just gonna write it. Not gonna edit, just gonna draw. When it's time to draw, draw. When it's time to fix, fix. Don't draw and fix, because you'll keep finding things that are broken and you'll never finish the drawing. I suppose I could put that on a t-shirt, but I have to. When you're gonna draw, we're gonna fix, fix. Like what I'll do, I guess, is take a picture of this and then put it into some image editing program, and I can clean up some of this stuff. I think that'll be okay. I don't know if I'm doing this in the proper order. Like, should I have finished all the other stuff before I did all the detail on these wings? I don't know. I'm not an artist. Just a guy making terrible art on Twitch. Huh. This is a little too wide right here. Just gotta get maybe a little more. It looks like it should taper. It should taper. It shouldn't get wider down here. It should taper. It should taper. So then this all has to get filled in. Yeah, that's a little better. It's got a little bit of a curve to it. Alright, this next one. Close to this guideline here, but not. Erase the line. Starting to make mouth things like when I'm doing this. You know, it's the old stick your tongue out when you're concentrating. Stick your tongue out when you're concentrating. What you got going on there, kiddo? You want to show me something here? Alright, let me finish this one piece that I'm shading right now. Whoa! That is pretty cool, and you use that as the backing to firm it up. Look at that. So she cut out the picture, she made the picture, and then she made a frame for it with a mat. That's called a mat. Like it's the area around the picture inside the frame that isn't the picture. That's very good. Good job. Good job. Alright, so it's just about done. We'll figure out what to do with those claws that I gave it. Other than that, I guess, I don't know. Huh. Don't say I don't like that. Like like this double bit at all. I feel like there's gotta be so shaded anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna have like a hard interesting. Seems to be going alright, I guess. I mean, it is Terrible Art Tuesday. Oh look, it says today's task, Thursday Throwdown. Today's not Thursday. I should really just I should rename these. So this one's gonna be Thursday. Okay, paste as a duplicate, I think. Otherwise you're going to be like, what is he taking down? It's Tuesday. Art Tuesday. Ooh, let me do that. There, that's today's task. Now if I turn that one off and turn the Thursday one on. Yep, cool. I did it the right way. Today's task, Terrible Art Tuesday. I think the child is building something now. What are you building, child? Spin. Well, that's cool. I wonder if your kiwi box will show up today. Your kiwi crate. Alright. I kind of like those wings. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think they were going to turn out anywhere near to a point where I would be like, hey, I like those. But they did. I'll just clean up. I'm probably going to throw it into a digital editor later. Get rid of some of the sketch lines and guides and stuff. Now the question is, what am I going to do with this body? Does it spin? Oh, okay. So today is episode 2 of Terrible Art Tuesday. That right there is my reference image, but I decided that since it's 2 Tuesday, episode 2, we would do two heads. So I've been looking at this series to see how they did it in this book, where we started with the guidelines and then did a little detail and then got to this. That's a big jump from that to that to that, and I'm just trying to make it my own a little bit. I don't like this cloth. Still don't like this claw. I'll just get rid of it. Okay, I gotta make it look like that. That's the wrong pencil. Nope, that was the wrong pencil. I just used so much of it. Yeah, it's a little better. That looks a little better. Alright. I think I'm gonna do scales. This looks kind of scaled like this right here. And it looks like he just wasn't even, it's just like circles or ovals. So I'm just gonna do that. Circles or ovals. Man, did he go from this to that? Oh no, that's on the other page. So but I can see how he did this. Oh, cool. So I have these necklines going across the neck, and he just fills them in with circles, and all the circles don't have to be perfect, and then I can get rid of those lines. So lightly erase them. I think this will look better than what I've got going on here right now.
Dad,
Yeah,
I made it spin.
that is awesome. Let me look, hold on. And if you don't push this one in so far. Good job. That's pretty cool. I need a spinny bit, spinny piece. Let me just. What does it look like his? Oh, I see. Okay. So that was like shooting around and about here. And then they're closer together. You still gotta see the shape. So what I gotta do is I gotta. And then shade around and down there. This is some fine detail. It's telling me I might need better glasses for this up close work. I don't like the way that's turning out so far. I don't like the way it's turning out so far. Maybe what I just need to do is let's see if this lines up a little better. I'm not super keen on that. Let's try like I did on the other one. So on the terrible Art Tuesday #1, I made a tortoise, Terribalis. He's going to be the show's mascot. And I did like a pentagonal kind of thing that I thought turned out really well. So this one I can just use the ones that I drew. Curved lines, and then just shade them in here. That technique must take a lot of practice. This one? I don't dig it. Thank you for your vote of confidence. I appreciate that. I just don't think it looks right. Like, what if I do like...
You seem to feel that I've done, but I feel better than me.
I'm what?
Better than me at drawing.
Well, I have a little more... What? I got a little more practice. Got something to show me? Is that what's going on here? To what I did on the other one. And of course, I can always just work on making my own style, which is what I'm currently doing, I guess. That's what Terrible Art Tuesday is all about. Terrible Art Tuesday! I did do some drawing off stream all week. I haven't just been doing only 2 hours on Tuesdays. And I realized that I'm terrible at hands and faces and people in general. So, I'm just gonna so I'm definitely going to stay away from hands and faces and people. I don't know why hands are so hard. Too many moving bits. Could I draw that? I don't think I could. I did draw a leg that I liked. I thought the leg was good, but the rest of that person was terrible. What do you think? Good so far? Do you think I should keep doing this, or should it just taper off and then be like he has this here, like that? So these should merge and then just kind of stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say like this here. Oops. Like, and then just let them stop. Like it's some kind of neck, and then this is all going to be like a ridge. Kind of like that. That was back. I say he, but it could be a she, I guess, huh? You think it's a what? A he? That would be really weird. All they would probably do is fight. I think this is basically how he did it, if I look at his. Right? It looks like he drew lines up, and then there's like a little pretty little peak here. Instead of just a straight line, just kind of draw it like this. Because nothing in nature is 100% straight, usually. Right? Kind of like that. That's what you're saying I should do? And then just, what, have it like extend lines down like this? Ah, we talked about this last week. I didn't know anything about the pencils. So, I bought myself, after last week, I bought myself a Castle Arts 26 piece. It says premium quality drawing set. It doesn't mean my drawing is premium quality, it just means it's a semi-decent pencil set. So, so this is a 5H. So this is a very hard pencil, more clay than graphite. Okay? And then these over here are Bs. And so this one is like 5B. This one is 8B. 8B should be over there. And this one is like, so if we look at, this one is B, this one is HB. So this one is a little harder and that one is a little darker, right? And then we go 2B, or not 2B, 3B, 4B, 5B, and they're getting darker and darker and darker, right? Okay. So then today I'm using a 6B for shading, and I'm using a 4H for line drawing, for the lines. And the H, the 4H, means it's very hard. Okay, and the one I'm using for shading is very dark. Now I can make them both dark, right? Like if I press real hard, but look at the difference between if I press real hard on that and I press real hard on that. You see how much extra graphite there is there? So this one's a little hazier and this one's a little, so I can draw a nice straight line like that, right? And it looks nice and straight. But then if I draw one with this, see how it's a little more spread out, and that's the 6B versus the 4H. So I drew the outline of the creature with 4H, the harder one, to get thinner, straighter lines, and then I colored a lot of this in with the softer pencil, and you can see the difference where it looks, there's more white, because I didn't push real hard. I just want to get some texture. But now I have to sharpen my 4H, because I've drawn so much that. That looks good. Alright. So now I can go back in here and draw some lines. And I think that's all he did, was he just drew some alternating lines here. So if I don't get too fancy on mine, not too straight and not too curvy, I think it'll look okay. I don't think it'll curve to it. I mean, this side's going to be a little shaded anyway because that's on the dark side. The light is coming this way. So I can do something over here. Now it kind of has a ridge down his back, right? And it's gonna curl this way. Yeah, sort of like that, right? And do the same thing. That way, take it back. this one. Figure out how we just like that. Huh? As a matter of fact, it's way too far back. It's way too far back. It would be right here underneath this wood. So I'm just going to get rid of that. Let's go play in a room or something. Yeah? You don't have the attention span. Neither do I really, but it doesn't look too terrible. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Perspective is the other thing I have problems with. I think these are too far apart. Some hits and some misses on this one. There's a lot of different stuff that I'm trying to do at the same time, and I don't think it's all panning out here. And some of it is turning out pretty well. problem is drawing two curved lines that match each other. I gotta get this down if I'm gonna draw tentacles. Get this down. Ah, tentacles! I can't tell if the camera's too high or too low, and that's why it looks blurry. Or just because it's not the best camera. I mean, I can promote the Crawl for the Cure, performing mighty deeds for ACS in the year not to be named. And those are really for the other year. And then this one was, it might all say not to be named. These were from the Crawl for the Cure. Let's see, this one says 2021. 2020 is the one that don't put the year out there. I'll get this system figured out sooner or later. Child, are you hungry? Is that why you keep coming up to me with food in your hand? That'll be a little sticky too, but you can try it and see how it goes. Okay. I definitely need to work on anatomy. This looks messy. It's messy. I don't like it. I almost think if I would just do the whole thing like this, I would like it better. But I gave my daughter the choice of what kind of body it should have, and she said that, so that's what we're going to do with that today. Alright, I'm going to work on these because they're way too clear. Now on his, in the book, his looks like this. So he's got like long lines. I like that. Let's try this technique. Long lines. Long. So long lines. Okay. To show what I want to show. Interesting. I like that. It's not fantastic by any means, but it's better. Oh, I see. Kind of close it up like that. I don't know how to do it with this one. Did this head first and it turned out better than this head? Did this wing second and it turned out better than this head? Did this one second and it turned out better than that one? I don't know. I can't tell if it's the first or the second one that turns out better. Alright, long lines, curve, long soft lines, show like. I think sometimes less is more, and that's my problem, is I'm doing too much. I'm just trying to pick the texture in there. This one is kind of shadowed a little bit anyway. And Terrible Art Tuesday continues with some more terrible art. Not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. I'm not angry with this piece like I was with some of my practice pieces between last show and this show. So that's a marked improvement. I guess we'll extend his mouth for a little bit. Make it match up a little more. There are parts of this I love, like the wings and the heads are okay, and parts that I hate, like the necks. I don't like the necks and the body so much. I don't. There's something wrong with this tail. I just can't figure out what it is. Just it doesn't get wide enough fast enough or something maybe. Maybe like that. I don't know. But that's 2 hours of terrible art there. I kind of want to try this beak. Get the beak here. Something bigger. So just like that. And then just like back here, it comes out like that. Oh, it goes over it like this. You see that down there? And this is like whoa. What's that? It's not great. It's not terrible. Just like much of my other art. What's it missing? Oh, it's missing a little. See, maybe just do some shadowing, like it's got a lot of like scribble shadow. I'm just gonna draw the line down there. Give it some texture, I guess. And this is all a little bit of overbite. So I'll just shadow that in. Shoot that in there. And just kind of show that it's rounded. Something like that. Mine is a little too smooth, so make it a little more jagged like that. Huh? Huh. Original, my version, because this was 2 for Tuesday. 2 2/22/22. 2 for Tuesday. Two-headosaurus. Pterodusal. Pterodusal? Pterodrago. Dragodusal. Dragodactyl. Ooh, Dragodactyl. Dragodactyl? Dragodactyl, 2 for Tuesday, 2/22/22. Terrible Art Tuesday. Not a bad way to spend 2 hours if you ask me, but I'm the one doing the terrible art. You're the one having to look at it, and I'm sorry. But thanks for popping in to see how bad my art is. I mean, it's pretty darn bad. 2 for Tuesday, Patero, Dragodactyl, Patuodactyl, Patero, Patuo, Paduso, Dos, Dragodostal? No. Dragodactyl, I think works. The Dragodactyl. Ah, this guy's running away. And then this one would be... Now this guy is in lots of trouble because he's looking this way, screaming as he's running away. And he doesn't see this guy's about to munch on his head. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on. I was practicing mirroring. Still can't get it right. I'm just not pleased with these. It's gotta follow the curve and oh, I like this one. That one right there. All these other ones are terrible. Oh look, I made like a accidental squid person here. Just kind of connect them all together. I don't know what's going on here. Squids don't have noses like that. Squids don't have noses. You guys can't see. It's almost like Futurama-esque. This guy's got plenty of stuff to run away from, that's for sure. Hey, we're gonna start playing some games soon here on All the RPGs because it is called All the RPGs, and I figure we should play some games. If you're interested in playing games with us, you can check out our Discord server and find out what we've got going on and what's coming up on the schedule. Right now, I haven't made the schedule yet, but I'll be probably doing that later this week. Not necessarily during the day because people got like work and stuff. Ooh, work. But soon, some evening games. I thought I was going to have a paid D&D thing every other Friday, but that kind of fell through. The old geezers didn't want to pay the money, and I get it. They've had free DMing services for all their life, but now none of them want to DM, and so when that happens, and you're going to ask a professional to do it, you got to expect to pay, and they didn't want to, and I'm fine with that. So then we'll just stream some games every other Friday coming soon instead. How's that sound? I'm not sure. I think I want to play a new space game. This Starscape thing that's powered by the apocalypse looks super fun because it's all about trust and relationships. Not so much about now you have to roll 17 dice to do something like Star Wars, which I like, Edge of the Empire, but it's a lot of die rolling sometimes. Anyway, that's it. My 2 hours of Terrible Art Tuesday is up. And today I did a Dragodactyl, which I think turned out much better than Terribolus the tortoise. But Terribolus was the first creature that I did on the show, and so he will always have a special place right over my heart on the t-shirts I'm going to make on Redbubble. There. Week 1. Week 2. Week 1, week 2. I don't know. A little bit of improvement. I have been putting about 2 hours a day in on drawing every day, so it's not like I'm just doing it this 2 hours every week. I'm doing it 2 hours every day, so we'll see. I'll keep at it and hopefully it'll get better, and then maybe one day I won't hate it. That's it. Have a great day. Stay safe if you're in Wisconsin because it's icy out there. I'm sure other parts of the world are having weather issues as well. Other parts of the world are having issues. I'm not going to get into that. But let's just stick to the art. I think we'll stick to the art. All right. Dragodactyl is done. The Two-Headed Terror from Terrible Art Tuesday, Episode 2, February 22nd, 2022. It's all about the twos. Two deuces. No, I'm not going to definitely not going to end like that. I'm just going to say, have a good day.